All right. So exercise number 2 this month for balance. Everything you can do at home. So you bend over to tie your shoes, you bend over to pick up groceries. Usually when you're not used to reaching outside your box is when the injury or fall happens. So if you never do it, you're not used to it. So at any point in time, you might be a risk for a fall. So it's important to do this. So we got a table set up. This is like a kitchen table height. So Mark, what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you face the table. Let's start pretty close to the table and I'll have you can do this a couple different ways. You can do it with feet neutral, or what I'm going to have Mark do today is have one foot slightly in front of the other in a staggered stance. And I want him to just bend at the hips and knees and reach forward and just tap where he feels comfortable. Now he's got a table in front of him so that he can catch his balance if he falls. So as he continues to progress a little bit farther, you might find that he gets a little bit shaky and then he might need the table a little bit more. Now, you know what your balance is and what you're comfortable. At home, you have to be comfortable. So if something like this is too much, then just do what you're comfortable with and just reach out a little bit at a time. Now, also what we like to do, I'm going to have Mark reach out to the left a little bit. So this time, instead of reaching straight out, I might have him angle slightly to the left. He's got the table in front of him so he can catch himself. So he goes to the left. He also needs to go to the right. You can do single arm. And with all these, you can reach a little bit farther around the clock is what I call it. Of course, if you do one foot in front of the other, you also want to do the other foot. So make sure you're getting both sides evenly. 2 hands to the left, 2 hands to the right. We could do single arm. Now, the next thing that we like to do, other than reaching a little bit farther, I might have him come to this next chair. So we'll pull this chair out a little bit so you can see it. Now he's got 2 handles and he's got a lower surface that he can still catch himself on just in case he goes a little bit too far. So same directions, you can reach to the left, you can reach to the right, you can reach at different heights of the chair, wherever you're comfortable, you have things to grab onto. If you're comfortable with that, another way that you can progress something like this is maybe even to step a little bit farther. Now, this is not something that you wouldn't normally pick something up this way, but just to be comfortable enough to get outside that box of comfort, you want to make sure you don't go too far and you want to make sure you got something nearby to hold on to. Can't stress that enough. Good job, Mark.
We like to call that you want to train outside your comfort zone, because the motions you normally use, you wouldn't maybe not go that far. But if you train outside that, then you're covered for that one time that you do end up out of that range. So it's building a buffer zone. So train further than what you use, and then you're covered for that one event and where you actually find yourself in a different position. Then your body's been there and you can control it.
So we use the chair. Then the next thing, of course, would be to be the floor. Now, this is just a target for Mark right now. He can pick it up. He can touch it. For right now, we like to start just touching it, but you can reach down, pick it up. Each hand, each time, make sure you're standing all the way up in between just to give those low back muscles a little bit of a break. Same thing like we did before. We can place that weight on each side, on the left side, on the right side, reaching with each arm across the body. And another way you can do it is vary speed. So we like to start slow, but if that's comfortable for you, then maybe just take it up just a half speed. Now, if you're an athlete, I like what Mark's doing. Let's go super speed. Now, if you're not an athlete, keep it comfortable. Know your body. Always start easy. You can always progress. Any other further questions or comments?
No further questions.
If you have
Thank
further
you.
questions, contact us at fitness4lifept.com.